subscribe. Tariq Radio. Watch and subscribe.
All right, let's get Peter Wood Johnson. Peter Wood Johnson. Hop on, Peter Wood. Peter Wood in the building.
Hey, what's up, Flex?
What's up, Peter? How are you, sir?
I'm good. Hey, look, hey, you familiar with Blog Talk Radio?
Yeah, yeah,
Hey, man, you know they took it down.
they did. Damn.
Yeah, they took it down like a couple of days ago. And you know, I used to always do my playbacks. Well, go back to listen to old shows, um, with Sherazade, you know, Dr. Welsing, and etc. But yeah, they took it down, man. I think that's one of the that's something that they doing so we won't have to so we won't to keep us from learning real history. You dig what I'm saying?
Well, Neely Fuller, they were doing
Yeah.
with him. He just passed, so I don't know if that had any.
Mm.
I don't.
Well,
I don't know. All right, let me get some more folks in here. Shout out to everybody in here. Y'all need to go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com, by the way, and get the book Hidden Heroes from A to Z, and also make a contribution to the Hidden History Museum. Let's get the wizard in the building. The wizard, the wizard, the wizard.
Hey, how you doing, Tariq? Hey, first and foremost, I have to give you all the praise and the flowers, man, because you really changed my life. I've been listening to you since 2012 when first got put on to you.
Love it.
I seen you in the barbershop, and it really redirected my path. But I'm not trying to waste your time or nothing. I wanted to ask you a question. Have you heard about this Sombra village in Ghana that they're having FBAs build? Like, do you think that's gonna be like wind up being a finesse or something like that? And I'll land my plane.
Okay, yeah, I haven't heard about it. I gotta find out more information about it. Is it going to be like an FBA community out there, or what are they doing exactly?
So it's supposed to be like a housing type of project or something like that, but I'm not really too sure. I need to do some more research myself. But it's called SANBRA Sombra.
Oh,
Yeah, in Ghana.
okay, I'd look into it. I look into it. But yeah, I'm cool. I'm chilling right here with the FBA family. That's what I'm doing. That is what I'm doing, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Let me see who else we got. Let me get some new faces in here. Let me get some new faces. Let's get Libertad. Let's get Libertad in the building. Libertad in the building. Libertad, what's happening?
I just came in. You can hear me okay?
You're kind of a little bit janky. You got on earphones?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me pull that off real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to send those back to Timu. They didn't work good. All right, you ready? All right, you got it together, brother? All right, brother. Don't take that long to get them.
Yeah, they're AirPods, but everybody always complains they can't hear me on them.
What's on?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you good enough. What's on your mind?
So I'm just a bystander here. I just popped in, but I had a question because earlier you mentioned that you were apolitical, which is good. I mean, no issue there. But did you participate in the last election? Did you vote?
No, I didn't. I did not vote in the last election. The last time I voted, when was the last time I voted? Last time I voted was for Barack Obama. That's the last time I voted, and I regret it because he didn't do shit for black people. I want to take my vote back. I voted for Barack Obama, and I put money on his campaign. And that nigga didn't do nothing for foundational black Americans. I wish I can get that money back.
I mean, yeah, he did. I mean, I listen. I'm Mexican, and I thought the same thing. I voted for him. And I thought, okay, great. Well, I'm going to have somebody that is, obviously not my color, but obviously of color,
Mm.
and maybe something happens. But now, just kind of trying to understand, kind of your position and whatnot. But um, do you feel like with some of the things, kind of like what I've heard, I've kind of gathered just a few things. Do you feel like some of the um, challenges that you faced partially is because your viewpoint hasn't gained any political power, simply because they've done a pretty masterful job. It's shameful, but it's masterful in controlling, uh well, I would say, the Black population, um to be able to actually gather some political influence, maybe put a candidate that truly is, uh somebody that supports your views and gives you a voice in the federal government.
Look,
You see,
here's the thing. Here's the thing. We as foundational Black Americans, especially on the grassroots, we have political influence now. We showed that in the last election. We showed our political weight and threw our political influence around. You know how we did it? We told them, the Democrats, look, we need reparations. We put an agenda on the table and we let them know there's going to be some repercussions if you don't give us those damn reparations. And they played games, and a significant number of us let the Democrats crash and burn. And we did it deliberately and strategically. That's us throwing our political grassroots weight around. So we got influence, and we're letting them know that we're on code and we're going to have to get tangibles if they want us to participate in the political arena, especially now that we see all the money that's being thrown around with that US aid stuff. Oh yeah, we're going to have to get that paper. We're going to have to hold something. Now,
so that
go ahead.
makes sense, and I think to a degree, you know, you may have made an impact with regards to them losing. But here's the issue. Um, it, I for me, I'm actually happy with what's happening, because the dismantling of all these things and all this truth coming out wouldn't have happened if Trump didn't get elected.
Hmm.
Now, I would consider myself not a Republican or a Democrat, but a nationalist and a populist.
Did you vote
But
last election?
oh, absolutely,
There you go. Okay.
yeah, absolutely. But the thing is that I think it took what happened the last 4 years for Trump to come back.
Now let me
Uh,
Now, the people in your community, because you're Mexican and there's some people getting deported. Now, how do you feel about you voting for Trump and then Trump turning around and getting some of your people up out of here? How do you feel about that? Were you,
no, so here's the thing. I'm a first generation uh, natural born citizen here. My dad, he came here on a visa, and he worked through and got a citizenship. I'm a firm believer, if you come here, you've got to go through the right process.
Mhm.
I don't think that you should just be coming here, because in my opinion, again, you may disagree or agree with me, but in my opinion, with the influx of illegal immigration, that is strategically hurt both the Black and Hispanic population of this country.
Well, it don't hurt you guys, because they come over here and get unearned benefits. Now, it definitely hurts us, foundational Black Americans, because our tax dollars go to that, and we don't get those tax dollars to help us specifically. So, yeah.
But to me, it sounds like your movement would benefit from a populist uprising like we're seeing now. Now, are you opposed to trying to? Because here's the thing. I understand that you guys focus on having people stay home
Hmm.
on election night, but to be honest with you, the way I see it, what's going to happen is, now, I think the Democrat Party is going to have a hard time winning elections moving forward.
They are. Yep. I do too.
And so my thing is, what's well, and I also think there's an issue, because I think that with especially the Black population, there's been some serious injustices that have happened. I mean, there's a reason why, and again, you may disagree with me here, but there's a reason why abortion clinics are predominantly in uh, lower impoverished neighborhoods, um, because that is, to me, a form of control, and that heavily influences, obviously, Mexican and Black uh, people. I mean, I don't know how you feel about that, but that's kind of my idea.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. I don't know what he's talking. He's just kind of saying shit. Okay. All right. He's just saying random shit. He's not really making a point. Okay. All right, brother. All right. Let's get Debbie the Democrat in here. Speaking of Democrats, Debbie the Democrat. Hey, beloved, hop in.
Child, ooh, it's a mess. It's a
You
hot
all right
mess.
over there?
So I don't know about where you live at, but we got Nazis marching in Cincinnati today. They on Interstate 75. They were up on one of the bridges with their little
Oh yeah,
Nazi
we talked.
signs today. Talking
Yeah, the
about
brother.
America.
I can
Can
hear
you
you,
hear
dear.
me?
Yeah, I talked about that. We had a few people from Cincinnati call in, and they ran
Yeah,
them
it's
about
loud.
too.
And then yeah, because see what y'all don't understand is Cincinnati Negroes, we do not play. Like in 2001, we had one of the first race riots of the new millennium. They started shooting black men here, and we ran the white folks out of downtown to where they had to bring the National Guard here, bring out the police 24/7. And it was no joke. And then, of course, we had them few Negroes who always want to, kumbaya shit, and Bill Cosby and Oprah and whoever the hell. And they came here and they built this thing they called the Freedom Center, and most of us call it the
Mm,
Slave Center. Uh, it's called the Freedom Center, and the guy who's running it, I want to tell you about that. His name is Woody Keon, and he is doing absolutely not shit with that. He's taking most of the money, but he ain't doing nothing. There's no new exhibits. There's no new nothing
mm.
going on down there. But don't get me started on that mess. But it's pretty awful. All the white folk want to pretend to be shocked, but they really happy. And all the black folk is like, "Where's the flamethrower? Because where's the flamethrower when you need one? When these people start, this whole America is for the white man first. We're not
Right.
playing that here. They do. We are
I
not
did not know
playing
you
that
were
here.
in Cincinnati. For some reason, I thought you
Um,
were in Nebraska somewhere.
no,
No,
Cincinnati, Ohio, brother man. The
what's
problem
the
with you
problem
is,
here?
Tariq. I mean, you on the right track for a lot of things. The first thing wrong with you, you got a penis, you're a man, and you just get so much shit wrong. You have so many ideas about who you think people are and what you think people are, especially about me. You call me Deb the Democrat. You don't know me like that, but whatever.
Yeah,
I'll put up with that shit because whatever. But you're wrong.
you
You're wrong.
were doing volunteer work for the
Um,
Democrats, dear. Come on now.
Sweetie Beatty, I do volunteer work. I did volunteer work for Ken Blackwell too, because I was married to his cousin. So you don't know me. You don't know me like that. You just assume and you put labels on people just like everybody else. You don't know me like that. I am capable of more than just a one party, one narrow
Debbie,
minded
you were
view. And
Democrat.
so it's I will vote for whoever I think is the best person for the job. I will just like if I hire somebody, I
Debbie,
would
you
hire
were
whoever I think.
stumping so hard for the Democrats. I know you, dear. I know you, Debbie. I know you. I know you.
The problem is, Tariq, you use that mute button like
Yes,
a
I,
weapon, brother man. You
just
just
like
you
right
just
here.
wield
See
it.
that? Pie Just pop you on your ass with it. See? That,
Yeah, you use it just like a flamethrower. The problem is it speaks more to your
no, it
character than
doesn't.
mine.
See how I hit it
It says,
again? Pow on that other ass cheek. It lets you know that I'm the boss up in here. You gotta slow your roll. That's what it lets you know. Yes,
no,
it
it doesn't really. It really doesn't. All it says is that you can't hold a view.
Pow! One more time. I can hold this button on your ass, though. Can I do that? Yep, I can. See how that works, Debbie? Yes, I do. I will use that button.
Yeah, but the problem is people don't
Oh,
respect
yes,
you
they
for
do.
that
I
though.
get what, a couple of thousand people every night? That's respect, dear. What they don't respect are Democrat shills. You stomping for the Democrats and act like you weren't. We heard you, Debbie. You were stomping real hard for the Democrats, going in on us because we weren't supporting Kamala. We didn't forget. You think
Like I said, I vote for the person who's the
Oh,
best person for the job. She was the best person
right.
for the job running.
See, pow,
Is
I
that
just smacked that ass again with the mute button. Yeah, we didn't forget, Debbie. You were stomping real hard. You were calling up every night, denigrating us. So we didn't forget.
and you still stupid. Ain't nothing changed. You still dumb.
You
Kamala was the
wasn't,
best
ma'am. And you
person.
sitting in there with your cat. You're the crazy cat lady sitting in there.
I don't have any cats. I have children, sweetie beatie. I have children. I'm raising black children, young black men. What you
And,
need to be doing, what you
and if
need
it
to do.
you let Kamala in office, those young black men would be wearing young black cat suits and miniskirts. So you better be glad Kamala didn't get in office so that
You know what? If they do, I'm not going to be any less ashamed of them, sweetie beatie, as long as they turn out to be decent
nothing
human
should be
beings. I'm
forced
good.
on them. That's fine. They can be what they want to be. I don't knock anybody's lifestyle. But when they try to force things on kids, I got a problem with that. That was
Yeah, well, people force things on kids all the time. It was called
But man,
slavery,
but
dumbass.
slavery is not here, man. We fought against that, Miss Smarty Pants. Okay. And we were fighting against sexual slavery too, man. And you need to fight against buffets because you need to lose about 30, 40 pounds before you start wagging the big old diabetes encrusted fingers, beloved. You don't want to go there with me, dear. All right, Debbie?
I got me some Wegovy. You about
You
to
got you
get your
some,
wish.
you got some,
I got me some
mhm,
Wegovy.
mhm. Lord, Lord, Lord. Let's see. So, yeah, for Valentine's, we're gonna get you some Ozempic with and some chocolates. Okay. Anything else, Debbie? Miss Debbie, anything else, beloved? I don't mute you. I didn't mute you, Debbie. Did one of your titties fall on the phone and muted? Debbie, you okay? Okay, Debbie, it must be a double mute. It must be a double mute. Okay. Something's going on with Debbie's phone.
It always says muted by host whenever he says it's a double mute. And my titty didn't fall on the phone. It was just your little fat finger. And yes, the last thing I want to say is Trump is a Nazi. So are you.
Ma'am,
Have a good night.
I am not a Nazi, beloved. I am not a Nazi whatsoever. Okay. Do not put that on me. Do not denigrate me. I am a pro black, foundational black American, ma'am. I'm trying to get you more snacks and more peppermints for your living room. You know how the old ladies have peppermints on the dish? I'm trying to get you more peppermints for the dish in the living room, Debbie. All right. Debbie's struggling. Debbie don't have no man. So she's going through some things. It's all right. Debbie's gonna be all right. She has Jesus. Jesus is her man. So let's see who else we got. We got Marcus in here. What's up, brother Marcus? Hop on, sir. Brother Marcus, hop in. Unmute your microphone, sir. All right. Marcus ain't saying nothing. Let's get this brother Tomashek. Tomashek the Tether. We've had him up before. Tomashek, you're from where? I forgot where you're from. You're from Nigeria? Where you from, Tomashek? Or Niger? Which one is it? Tomashek, hop in. It's one of those places. Tomashek, you want to unmute your mic?
Hi, Tariq. Can you hear me?
What's how are you?
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me? Okay, but this brother with this janky ass phone, brother got an iPhone 2. Can you hear me, brother? You trying to call me with the same phone you do Postmates orders with, brother. That's not gonna work. Thomasette, can you hear me? Thomasette, can you hear me? Okay. How people's phones be this damn janky? All right, I have you call up, man. Call you. I just call back. Where have you called back? Good lord, phone raggedy as hell. All right, let's get E5 Tunde. Let's get E5 Tunde. What's up, E5 Tunde?
Brother Nasheed, appreciate you for putting me on. I just want to say thank you. When I started my research and learning journey, I was really just pro black everywhere, across the world. But the more I hear you speak, it reminds me of how I grew up here in North Carolina, and just agree with you that, FBA is the way,
Yep.
and that we need to be focused on us as black Americans here and let everybody else just take care of themselves where they at.
Oh yeah. Yes, indeed. Yeah, man. We have to. We've let people make us negate our history here. And that's by design because, see, you get your power from your immediate history here. We got a long, deep rooted history here. That's where our power comes from. They have us focused on ancient histories from thousands of years ago in Africa and all of that. That's fine. That's fine. And, that's we should learn about all history, but we have such a deep rooted history right here on this land. And that's why we did the Hidden Colors series. That uncovered so much that was going on here. Yeah. So we've done so many great things here that we need to give respect and pay homage to. We got these foundational Black American ancestors, the people in your own family. Like the brother called up, said his grandmother was doing astrophysics calculations for the moon. I told you guys, all y'all have to do is talk to your family. If you're foundational Black American, you just start talking to your family. Y'all got some phenomenal people in your family that most likely you don't even know about. We got phenomenal people right up in our family tree. We just a lot of times don't take the time and just sit down and chop it up with the family. If you got an elder in your family, man, y'all need to be sitting down soaking up as much game as possible. If y'all have one of them older grandmothers, talk to her about the city y'all grew up in, where they're from, what the family was doing. Man, they'll just drop some heavy game on you. Hell, like, even to this day, I talk to my parents about random stuff, and they be hitting me with random tidbits. I was talking to my dad not too long ago, and he was just kind of casually let me know that down in Selma, when they were doing that stuff on the Edmund Pettus Bridge at his sister's house, that's where they were meeting up, organizing down in Selma. They would set up tents in his sister's yard because my dad is from Alabama too. So it's like, yeah, they were setting it up. They were setting up tents at my sister's house to get ready for the marches and everything. I'm like, damn. So yeah, a lot of our family members were involved in a lot of um, movements, a lot of historic precedents. We just have to talk to our families, man, and really, really soak it up. And that's the great thing. That's what I like doing these historic pieces, man. That brings the family together so that we can discuss things and get to know what's going on in the family. Let's get Darius, Brother Darius in here. Brother Darius in the building. Brother Darius in the building.
Yeah, I was just curious about your wife being Jewish.
And that fell flat. That falls flat every time y'all.
I mean, is your wife Jewish?
That falls flat every time you white supremacists.
I
So
mean, well, let me tell you,
I mean, you white supremacists fail every time. You're failing, sir. How does it feel to be a failed white supremacist troll? Hmm? How does that feel, sir?
I mean, you were building a bridge right in Alabama. Is your wife a Jew?
Well, sir, is that supposed to be offensive?
No, I'm just asking a question.
That's not offensive.
I'm not saying it's offensive. I'm just asking a
Yeah,
question. State it up.
you're saying it like it's supposed to be.
Set check it. You do it. Is your wife
You're
Jewish?
saying that like it's that's not offensive, sir. Are you supposed to be offensive?
I'm not saying anything offensive. I'm just asking you a question.
Yeah, she's not, but what if she was? She's not, but let's say she is one. So what?
She built that bridge over there in Alabama.
No, the brothers built a bridge over to your sister's vanilla cooch and knocked the bottom out of it. And now your birth rates are going to go.
Yeah, that's not really the
Yeah,
case.
yeah,
But
yeah. That's why them birth rates are struggling because brothers are building bridges to that white cooch of your sister, right?
I mean, you're 13% of the population, but okay.
Your sister's getting 13 inches of black.
You're 13% of the.
There's getting 13 inches of black pole. Is that the thing that's bothering you? The 13 inches of that black pole up in your sister? Is that's what's bothering you, sir? Hmm? Are you sitting in that trailer park full of anger and rage? Like, oh, I'm going to say Jew. Ooh, that's going to.
Why do you keep muting me?
Because I'm talking. Yeah, you can smoke meth on your own time. I'm talking now. Did you think that you were going to be offensive by just sitting up mad,
You can smoke.
right? What are you going to do about them struggling birth rates, sir? Hmm?
It's pretty impressive in comparison to 13% of the population at FBAs.
No, 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 sir. You're 7% of the global population. That's not impressive. You're 7% of the population.
Okay, you're pretty cool with like Africans then, right?
I'm cool with everybody.
Oh, you're cool with Africans then, right?
I'm cool with Africans who smash your white sister. I'm cool with them. So you can have a Negro nephew, and
That's not really.
I want you to have a Negro nephew, and then I'm going to give him free copies of my films so that he can turn on your ass. And I'm going to turn him into a rapper. I'm going to fund his rap career. And his first,
I mean, do you think that's triggering?
yes, it is. You're gonna have a Negro nephew, your sister. I'm gonna have my the homies, procreate with your sister, and you're gonna have a Negro nephew. Then I'm gonna influence your Negro nephew.
Why do you keep
I'm
muting?
talking. I'm telling you what I'm doing with your family. I'm gonna help raise your Negro nephew. I'm gonna influence him, and I'm gonna fund his rap career. And
Not really.
I'm gonna fund his first album. His first album is gonna be called My Uncle's a Cracker. And I'm gonna get my friends in the music industry to produce it.
Not really. Not really.
Yes, my uncle's a musty cracker. That's gonna be the name of the mixtape.
I'm the musty cracker.
Yes,
What's up?
yes. His album is gonna be My Uncle's a Musty Headlights Having Cracker. It's gonna
Why do you keep muting? What's
your birth rates are being muted, so you should be used to it, sir. Anyway, I hear an echo in there, so you must be in one of them Section 8 trailer parks. Is everything all right? You're not gonna get lead poisoning or anything, are you?
No, I'm actually over here in the bigs, and yeah, I mean, what's wrong with it?
There's nothing wrong with that. So just change the oil on the engine in your trailer because you leaking shit all over the place. We don't need that.
Yeah, super
Right.
leaky.
It's going to be an environmental problem. But anyway, thank you.
Yeah, it would probably be environmental.
Musty Cracker. That's going to be the name of the album. Musty Cracker. All right. So just look out for your nephew, your black nephew. He's going to have a big afro. I'm going to make sure I'm going to get one of my homies, the blackest ones, to get with your sister. He's going to have a big afro and he's going to drink plenty of Kool-Aid. He's going to be black as hell. So how you feel about that?
Rude word, feel that natural flow. Rude work, stay fresh wherever you go. Rude work, I like the way it feels. Rude work, the magic is so real.